So this morning we're just going to wrap up my customer's Jeep that had the suspension mount, the lower suspension mounts that were just hideously badly welded on, coming loose on his on the front axle of his Jeep while he was driving it. And so this is the track bar mount, and I welded that on with MIG wire, with a MIG welder. Probably it was got to be 10 days ago when I had started on this. In the previous video, it's been doing nothing but rain here, and we've got a beautiful blue sky day today. So I did finish some of this up yesterday, and I just was wrapping into the rest of it up this morning. I just got the shock on it, the steering stabilizer shock. I made some new brackets for this, some spacers to space that out away from the eyelet, out away from the mounting tab, so that it isn't dragging on the track bar as the suspension is, the steering is going back and forth and the suspension's going up and down. The other one obviously had been colliding with everything that it could, and the shock's blown out, and you can see it's just junk. So I put a new shock on it. The other side here, all of it needed to be re-welded. I did re-weld this other one. When I was into that, I had dragged out, I MIG welded that one, and then I decided that I was going to change over to stick. So this is 7018 1/8, 3/32. 7018. I was able, this thing here, I busted it off too. It didn't take much, a little bit of grinding, and I got that loose and took it off and ground all of that and welded everywhere I could reach. That didn't come loose, luckily, on him. So that's taken care of, and I did juice that with some rust proof probably 8 or 10 days ago. It's been doing nothing but rain here, so there was some delay for me getting back out here. This is the other side. This one was stayed on, but I V'd it out as much as I could with a really aggressive burr on a die grinder, and I used a needle gun and the Dynafile quite a bit to just get as much of the corrosion off as I could. And that's one of the reasons why I went to stick, just because it'll burn through a lot more unprepared metal and produce a good weld. That's 7018 3/32. That is 6010 1/8. These two, that's basic pipe wire 101. The reddish brown is the root pass, and that's the cap right there. I am a pipe welder formally, so it's like old home week going back to that. Produces a good weld, is very robust. It's not very fussy. It will blast through a bunch of corrosion and whatever and produce a good weld. 6011 would have also been good, and I just happen to have 6010. So I got welded up inside of there, both sides of this. I got the end of the shock bracket right there, up underneath. It's just kind of hard with the wheel in the way I put the wheel back on. So that's pretty much it. We're just gonna say that that's gonna be a win for Paul's Jeep, and hopefully he can safely use his Jeep now for whatever he decides to do with it. And we'll just take a look. There's Betty, my faithful German Shepherd. And we're just gonna take a look. If any of you out there have ever thought about having an outside lift, take it from me, do it. If you can do it, do it. It's great. Obviously weather is a restraining thing. You can't use it in some weather, but I use this during the winter time too. It's sunny here when the sun's out. I'm down in a bowl, and it catches pretty good sun, as you can see. There's my house there. And if I put my bibs on and come out here and work in the winter time, and in the summertime I'll bring out an easy up if I need to. And if you got to do a lot of heavy duty grinding or cutting, or like stuff that you don't want in your shop, that's what I use this for. And a lot of times I use that lift for like a welding positioner for the same reasons. Just so it's one of those things. If you can do it, if you've ever thought about doing it, do it. You'll enjoy it. This one is welded to a 1-inch thick road plate, and I can pick it up and move it around with my big fork truck, although I haven't in years. It's pretty much planted right there. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to enjoy the day. Sun's out in Maine for change. That's good. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.